and welcome back to 7 and 4 News today. I'm joined now with Dr. Jen Klabundi from Northwood Animal Hospital on this Wednesday morning. Welcome back to the show, Jen.
Thank you.
And explain who we have here. They've been pretty calm this morning. Did they just wake up?
They're being really good. They're yawning still. They did just wake up. This one that I'm touching here is Andy. He's a male. They look like they have maybe some Aussie in them, Australian Shepherd. He actually has one dark eye and one bright blue eye, so he is so cool. And this is his littermate, Mystery. And so they're both going to be fixed this morning at Northwood. We're going to do it right away, and they'll be available for adoption along with all of their littermates, which there are 8 of them, this Saturday at Bark in the Park, which is a really fun event. It's from 11 to 3 at Hull Park in Traverse City, and they won't be ready to go until then.
You want to get comfy?
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
They're squirmy.
Yeah. So that's again this Saturday you mentioned?
It is, and they'll all be spayed and neutered.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they have quite the day in for them today.
They do.
Yeah, they're great, Andy.
They're sweet.
So we'll get to some viewer questions right now. So first, Mark from Interlochen wants to know harness versus collar on a toy breed. Now, I don't know how big will these.
Yeah, these are going to be bigger dogs. They're definitely not toys.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh yes, and they're such good kissers. Absolutely, without a doubt, halters on or harnesses on toy breed dogs instead of collars, and that's because they're tiny dogs. They have a really soft trachea or windpipe, which is their breathing tube, and so it's easily crushable. So if you have a collar there and they're pulling and you're pulling back to try to keep them under control, you're going to be crushing that windpipe, and they're going to start to have this honking cough. It's going to cause permanent damage forever. So without a doubt, always, if you have a small or toy breed dog, use a harness, not a collar.
Okay, good to know. And also Mark wants to know, should I free feed my pet or have scheduled measured meals? What would you say to Mark?
Yeah, and without a doubt, whether it's a dog or whether it's a cat, you want to measure their meals and have them at regular intervals. So I feed my dog and cat at the same time twice a day, breakfast and dinner. They each get a measured amount, and they don't get anything in between. This is as opposed to free feeding, which is where you have a cat and a self feeder, and you just fill it up once a month or so, and the cat eats as much as they want. Almost every single animal, not 100%, but pretty darn close, are going to overeat and become pretty overweight or obese. And so free feeding is never a good idea.
And with a couple pounds on a human, not a huge deal, but a couple pounds on a pet.
You're right.
Yeah, it could be a bigger deal.
You're right.
And then let's turn over to cats now, even though we have 2 cute dogs in our laps here. So litter box issues, and why do they suddenly stop using it in a new house?
Yeah, so cats in litter boxes, is for as long as we've had cats and will have cats, we're going to have litter box issues where some of them just don't want to go in where they're supposed to in the litter box. And this can be caused by so many reasons. Infection, inflammation, stones, bladder stones that are in there, annoyance, and them just being mad at you, so they're going to take it out on you by doing that. Cats are very smart, and they do things like that. This question in particular was, the cat was, the litter box is in the basement, and it has a hood, but the cat doesn't like the hood on the litter box. So it's going in other places. And as long as you rule out any medical issues, so that person should take their cat to a vet, make sure it doesn't have an infection or something else going on. A lot of cats just don't like the hood. They don't like the top on there. They get claustrophobic. So that really the best and simplest way is to just remove that top, and all of the problems go away. They start using the box again. But as a general rule too, it's always good to have, for the number of cats you have, let's say you have 2, you should always have 3 litter boxes. So the number of cats you have plus 1 will usually be a very happy home in terms of a litter box.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
And then for, you mentioned these are from the same litter, right? These
they
dogs.
are, yep.
Do they have to go together? Do they have to be adopted together?
They do not. These 2 especially, we know their personality pretty well, and they're very social. They both love to cuddle, as you can see.
Yeah, they do.
Different litter mates, different personalities, but there are 8. And they do not have to go together. They're just looking for a really good home, and I know they're going to find it this weekend. But if you're interested, Bark in the Park this Saturday.
And where is that located again?
Hull Park.
All right.
In Traverse,
Good to know. Thanks so much, Jen, for joining us.